And we are back. This episode should upload at New Year's Eve. That's how it seems to be when I checked my uploading schedule. So, Happy New Year! Or if you're not watching this on New Year's Eve, then thanks for watching, I guess. So yeah, last time we played, we got the awesome +7 Holy Greatsword from the Mutant Castle, and the Mithril Cloak from the Mutant Castle, and we've been trying to get this guy's armor to be as high as possible, which we can still increase quite a bit, at least 14 points, but it's going to cost us money to do so. But it should really be something that we should consider doing, because he's not using a shield, so there's no additional layer of defense. The defense value from all these armors will still count for deflection. Not sure if dodging is included in that piece of code. Probably not. I think dodging might be just movement related thing, rather base movement. So with 3 movement points with this much weight, there's something like 15% chance of dodging an attack. So when we eventually get to the demon world in the very end of the game, most of my items will vanish. They won't survive the portal. So the ones that are guaranteed to survive are holy items and iron items. And I noticed that I don't really have any iron shields. So what might happen when we get to that stage is that once we enter the demon world, none of my guys might have shields. But there is a allegedly small chance of even normal items surviving through the portal. So if I were to stockpile like shitloads of shields in my inventory before I enter, I might end up having some regular shields, and that would be like really useful stunt to pull off. But it's something that we need to consider when we near that part of the game. I think I might have sold quite a lot of shields already. I'll try and see if on the third island we'll be able to get some shields for stockpiling purposes. So how much would enchanting these cost me? Okay, the amulet is kinda expensive, but the bracers I might want to do. Yeah, let's do the ring as well. And do I have any other basic protection? I guess this is the only other thing which is sort of affordable. So we'll do a switcheroo like this. So now you have 56 points of armor, which should matter. I could still try and improve your actual armor, but I think the first point cost us 10k. Yeah. So if at all possible, I should try to get you an iron armor instead. Speaking of which, I do have some iron armors available. And once we enter the demon world, Most of my armor will probably be gone because of the reason I mentioned earlier, the portal nuking all my items. So ideally I will rely on dodging and deflection when we get there. So luckily I do have the iron half plate, which has defense 5, which is 25% chance of deflecting an attack, regardless of how powerful that attack is. So that's definitely a nice armor to have. But I think the others are mostly around 2 deflection that I've gathered, rather 2 defense, and 4 armor seem to be the general value that we are looking at. On top of the armors being quite heavy because the iron weighs double. So yeah. I probably won't enchant anything else at this point. I think I should either go back to the Scorpio tunnel to really finish going through it all, or I should just go fight the giants that are north of the oasis. That's like really ridiculous, the distance that these 2 cities are apart, because it's almost enough tiles to get there before they close their gates. It's fucking annoying. But yeah, I guess we'll start exploring this shroud here. Except that it's nighttime, so... Oh, giants. Not sure what types they were weak towards, so I'll cast shocking weapons on everyone. And I don't think I'm going to need quickness against these guys. This should be a cakewalk. But there's always that 5% chance that the giants will, or rather any attack will bypass the armor rating of the people, so 56 points of armor on my greatsword guy might not be that effective if the enemy just happens to be lucky. And you'll take down the demon, hopefully with 1 hit. Indeed. I can't remember if cacti block shots. I don't think they do, but we'll check now. Yeah, the pressure seem to pass it. Yeah, unharmed. Right, I was supposed to try and keep Akel Jared quickened because his axe skill was lagging behind the other people or their respective weapon skills. So let's do less aiming so we get to make multiple hits, 2 of which was dodged. Oh, that's a nice find. Regrettably, Iron Pot cannot be used as a helmet, but we did find a small shield and another iron armor. That's nice. It's like really nice. Bacon. Do I really want to loot them all because they're not that expensive? I probably should not, because the Oasis does not really have that much space for items. Now that it's daytime, let's try and explore as much of the open areas as possible in order to save some time, because exploring during the nighttime is just counterproductive. No! That was my greatsword guy. And of course I don't remember who was the one who zapped him with that rod. Was it this guy? Well, we'll take him down, see what happens. 4 hit points remaining. Damn, that severe wound is still OP as fuck. Because I don't think there's anything that can resist its damage unless direct anti-magic or magic resistance rating does anything about it. Well, protection might help. But I already have so many buffs on me. I mean, I could cast the protection spell, at least individually. That might help, because the mass protection is kinda difficult. It's doable, but it's like the 3rd most difficult prayer in the game, according to the hint book. So let's give it a try. Nope. Okay, no rod zapping so far. So I think I got the right giant. And you need to be taken down because you've been hitting yourself. To a point where you'll be able to instantaneously flee, should you be given a new turn to act on. Do we have any other... You're protected, but any other people who might be on the verge of fleeing? Let's kill this unconscious one so that the greatsword guy can maneuver here to attack the demon. And it did not die this time. And missed. Might not take him down, but... yeah. So he'll be able to flee, unless the confusion really kicks in. Nope. Fled. But at least we'll loot the Rod of Severe Wound from this fight. Why are you damaged? You're taking like 5 points of damage, but I'm not sure why. Strange. Oh, pellet bow. This late in the game, I don't think I've seen... I don't think I've seen one earlier. What is this? Rusty means that it has -1 armor, I think. So it's defense 1, armor 1. £6. Let's loot it and check what it's about. It's a shield. Yeah, let's loot the $4 sign items.